Hey, welcome to my channel. I already talked about the Mets in my prior video. This is another aspect where Formula One. That's another aspect I'm looking at as well too. It was surprising how Mercedes is back practically, but time will only tell. My gut is telling me Antonelli is so young. The fact that he's now the leaderboard and he won the way he won. Uh, my gut is telling me that Antonelli is probably gonna be up there. Similar, I think it's the same way what Piastri was. He was gonna be up there, and then he's gonna kind of lose it to his teammate at that because like he's gonna. I don't want to say crumble, but it's gonna affect him. I think the way he is, and the pressure is gonna be on. It's a matter of how he deals with that pressure. The other aspect is like with the two canceled races, it's gonna be interesting to see how that plays out as well too. And the fact is like I don't know. Hamilton's looking and wondering, is like, damn it, should I have left Mercedes like that? But reality is, it is what it is. Um, I could tell you could tell that the rules kind of favored Mercedes more than Red Bull and Ferrari. So, but more so Ferrari, more so Mercedes than and more so against Red Bull than Ferrari and Mercedes. So I think F1 Formula One wanted Mercedes to get back up there, so they were trying to push, kind of lean them towards them in a little bit. But I think it looks like it was favoring more of Mercedes. And like Red Bull, time will only tell with how that works out. The fact that Verstappen is in talks of basically retiring, that's all BS. This is him bitching. This is him complaining. This is his immaturity coming out again. Honestly, Christian Horner probably could have kept him in place, kept him in check. It's not. So it's a scenario where basically, Verstappen is just like bitching around. Basically, he's just being a little bitchy at this point. Don't be surprised for another team to come in and basically overpay him, and then he's going to bitch about that as well too. It's going to be similar to what the way Seb was when he went to Ferrari. Um, I will say this: if Ferrari doesn't at least compete for the constructors and have a driver that is in competition for that championship, for the driver championship, whether it be Leclerc or Hamilton, look for Horner probably to come in and take over as team principal for Ferrari. Because quite honestly, he did what he did with Red Bull. I would not be surprised if Ferrari's like, you know what, they're looking to get back their glory days and bring back their glory days. Don't be surprised if Horner goes either to Cadillac, depending on what it is, but I'm pretty sure it's going to be a little too late for Cadillac. Going to Ferrari, trying to bring on board at this point, because quite honestly, a lot of the Ferrari employees, more so the mechanics and whatnot, did come from Red Bull a little bit. So I won't be surprised. It'll be interesting to see how that plays out. Considering that Ferrari has a pretty decent engine as well too. I'll say this much though: can we see Hamilton getting his eighth win? No, I don't think so. The way things are going right now, unless he musters up a couple of three or four P1s in the next seven races, and then getting P2s or P3s, I don't see him getting that eighth championship and competing for it at that point. Could this be Alonso's last year? I thought this would be Alonso's last year. I don't know if this is, but probably should be the way he's driving right now. Same thing. I have to say is like you could see Papa Stroll now he's looking to basically sell off half the team basically. So when that happens, look for. I mean, it's a possibility that he wants to keep his son, Lance Stroll on board. But reality is like Stroll should be gone. He's not proving otherwise, and like he's not progressing but digressing, I guess, if that's what you want to say. He's going the opposite direction, and reality is like it's not good for Aston Martin. Only time will tell. Let's see how it plays out with the rest of the season. But reality is it's looking more and more like it's going to be between Ferrari and Mercedes, specifically Antonelli, Russell, and most likely Leclerc. But I have a feeling Charles is probably going to falter a lot here and there. So Hamilton could bring it up, but reality is I don't think that's going to happen. But we'll have to wait and see. But reality is, like I said, I think if you want my honest opinion, my gut honest opinion right now, the way things are going right now, I can see Russell winning. I could see Russell winning the championship. I could see him beating out Antonelli. Do I see Piastri and Lando basically competing as well too? I think it all depends how that comes out. But reality is I'm pretty sure Russell's probably going to win it more than anything else. And I think Lando. I think the friendship between Lando and Russell might stray a little bit. The way like I mean, granted they're on opposite teams, of course it's going to, but I think it's probably going to be the same way with Hamilton and Nico or Rosenberg had basically what like they were so good buddies. They were competing in and day out for like 6 to 7 years straight at Mercedes that their relationship pretty much faltered at that point. I would not be surprised if between Lando and Russell their relationship strains a little bit as well too. Quite honestly, Antonelli, he's young, he's gonna get up there. I mean, the fact is like it'd be interesting to see him winning. I don't think he'd be the youngest. Well, actually, he would be the youngest if he were to win the championship. He would be the youngest. He would beat out Lewis at that point too. Quite honestly, but only yeah. Let's see what happens at that point. But like I said, if I my gut's telling me right now, I think more so to the point of like I think Russell's probably going to win it. Antonelli, like Piastri last year, he's probably going to lead it for a bit in the middle, but then I think he's going to keep faltering, and I think the pressure is going to get to him, and he's going to falter and crash and burn in a way. So the point where like Russell basically gets the number one spot. Can I see Leclerc getting number two? Possibility. It's a possibility. Who do I see winning the constructors? Mercedes at this point. The way they're playing right now, the way they're driving, the way their drivers are, pretty much progressing at this point, I could see Mercedes winning it. Can I see Ferrari winning the constructors? Yes. And the only way I see that happening is if Antonelli, falters and basically Hamilton and Leclerc finish 2-3, respectively, however you want to, either way, whoever finishes 2, whoever finishes 3. But in any case, if Ferrari finishes 2-3 always, I could see Ferrari basically winning the constructors at that point. But like I said, it all depends on Antonelli, how he does. I mean, I could be wrong. Antonelli, as young as he is, he probably could be the youngest. He could probably win it. I mean, Toto probably might be able to keep him in check, I would say. But again, we have to see how that works out, basically. Let's wait for a couple more races. Let's see how Antonelli does. I mean, like I said, Antonelli probably wins a couple more races, but reality is let's see towards the middle of the season how that plays out. I don't know, but let me know your thoughts. Who do you think is going to win this year? What do you think so far? Do you think Antonelli has a shot, the capability of winning the championship? Do you think Ferrari has a shot of overtaking Mercedes and winning the constructors at that point as well, or will McLaren come out of nowhere back and win it? Let me know your thoughts in the comment section. With that, I'll leave it at that. I'm Philton, unedited, of course, always unrehearsed. Until next time.